Greetings, everyone. All right, so we're in the final part of just getting ideas penciled in. I did do a little bit of research on the pickup placements and whatever for this guitar. So I was close, but not that close. As I said, I'm sort of familiar with them, but not perfectly familiar with them. So we'll get through this reasonably quick. So a lot of them use a two-part bridge. You can adjust the height. Okay. That's roughly that. Kind of the idea there. The head of the instrument, it's kind of like this stylized mustache sort of thing. It's amazing what a little bit of just verifying does. And next is the face. Salazar, he does have a mustache. He does have like a beard-like thing, so it's not just a goatee. I might have been confusing him with somebody else. Like, it'd be more of a little white beard anyway. But that's just sort of the rough idea. Could have a little bit more cool age. Slytherin guy. Now let's get a look at this neck of the guitar a little bit again. We'll very quickly put some frets in. We'll reduce the size of these in a moment. Okay, because this is just a fun thing, with the penciling part, I think I'm kind of done. And what I'll do now is I'll start the inking part, and that way I can just clean up some of the stuff that I did in pencil after. I'll get my trusty workhorse. Okay. Something that's interesting about the world of magic and Harry Potter is that for the most part, the wizards use a wand to direct their magic. And there are some, though, who are capable of doing magic without a wand, at least for minor spells anyway. And so I'm suggesting that perhaps a young Slash would have had that capability. Just, because it's funny. Now, the inking part is kind of the fun thing where you might have the opportunity to throw in whatever sort of shade and whatever else you need to do. Or what I'm going to do is I'm going to treat this a little bit more like, let's say, a coloring book sort of style. I'm just going to leave it so that if color is added to it later on, you could also add all the shading and stuff like that in that part. Now, a few years ago, not that this matters too much, and I didn't look at Slash's Instagram. He, along with Miles Kennedy, would have played a show at the Hard Rock in Orlando inside of the Universal City Walk area. And then after the show was over, would have had a VIP tour, which possibly would have included a look around Hogsmeade. But that show would have been, well, let me think, like August of 2018 maybe. So I don't really spend a lot of time on the internet, but I do believe the opportunity for Slash to go to Hogwarts was there anyway. So maybe I'll look that up. There could be some pictures of him there. But no indication of him being there as a child. He would have long since moved to America before that opportunity. If they were in the same universe, that's all. I don't enjoy wearing ties. I think the last time that I did was at a wedding, or possibly a funeral home visitation. Right off, I don't know, but those are really the only events that I would wear a tie to. Typically, I would be seen in a Hawaiian, or I guess you'd call it a camp shirt, which you will see featured somewhere in every video that I've posted on YouTube. You would see a Tommy Bahama. Let's bring that out a little bit. A Tommy Bahama shirt. Actually, that wouldn't have made sense there, would it? Button would have been on that side if it was undone. Now, let's see. This is kind of the fun part of seeing where I meant for the hands to go. It's like one of those, see what the perspective is going to get you. I think in the stories, there were a few very efficient, proficient practitioners of magic who didn't always require a wand. I think for the most part, they all carried wands, but didn't necessarily need it. Just as a way of focusing or amplifying the capabilities that they would have. I mean, wands themselves were not really the thing that the energy or the magic came from, so. And as I said, I wonder if he actually did attend, how long would he last before, that rock star kind of part of him would have got him expelled. Could have been a pretty good student, I don't know. But we need to have a world where Slash is playing the guitar anyway. It's kind of a fun thing to just exercise your mind. So I've been thinking about some of the upcoming sort of videos that I'd like to make. Maybe something Star Wars related would be pretty fun to do. Something related to, let's say, an Advent or 12 days of Christmas type thing would be kind of fun. But if you have an idea, feel free to comment. And maybe, just maybe, we'll see what kind of neat things we can do together. I think that could be fun. And we'll do them as like short little challenges or something like that too. They don't have to be long, drawn out videos. We can just set a timer together, much like we did with Inktober. Now, some part of this hand seems a little flat to me. That's all right. I'm not going to do too much. Because this is just for fun after all. may fix some part of the feet here too. We'll see in a moment.